I love to shop local. How many of you also love to shop local? Good, yay, okay. So let me tell you why I'm so passionate about shopping local. When I was a little kid, we moved around every 3 years. My dad worked for a corporate retail company, and so they transferred him from state to state. I didn't have a feeling of community, and I thought that feeling anonymous was the norm for most people. So then we moved to a small town in Michigan, and everything changed for me. I met my best friend, and her dad owned a men's clothing store in the downtown shopping district. When I walked down Main Street with her for the very first time, I noticed that everyone was greeting her by name. We walked into the local drugstore, and the pharmacist who also owned the business treated her like family. I thought this was idyllic. This was something that I wanted my life to be. So we ended up moving to West Lafayette, and I eventually got to live my dream. I opened my own store at Market Square. I had this store for 18 years, and I felt like a very great part of the community. I helped people with their fundraisers. I did a lot of fashion shows. I gave to the teams of their children. My customers were important to me. We got to know each other really well. We became friends. I knew them by name. I watched their kids grow up. They watched me get married and have kids of my own. So, unfortunately, with the economy downturn, I had to close my store. There wasn't as much money coming into my store at that time. And during my going out of business sale, one of my customers went to visit her mom at Westminster Village, and her mother was sobbing. She was very, very upset. And her daughter said, "Mom, what's wrong?" And she said, "My favorite store is closing." So it did have an impact on my customers as well. Closing is not fun. Having your dream die is not something that is fun either. So that's part of why I like to talk about why it's important to shop local business. But I also want you to know that there's something in it for you as well. So first of all, why buy local? Like Zach said, the more money that you spend at a local store, more of your dollars go back into the local community than if you shop at a chain store. If you shop online, very little of your money goes back into your local community. Online businesses, many of them do not pay sales tax. Local campaigns make a difference. So the more we talk about shopping local, the more of a positive effect it has on our local economy. It'll help our businesses make more money, and then more money goes back into our local economy. So really, though, what's in it for you? What do you get out of this? If you shop a local store, like John said, you get better quality merchandise, you get better customer service, you get more unique things. So you get things that are a lot more fun. The jacket that I have on was purchased in my store 10 years ago. It still looks pretty good, I think. You are supporting your friends and your neighbors and people that you go to church with. You are shopping in stores where you will know the name of the owner, and they will greet you by name as well. Cheryl Woody, many of you might know. Anybody know Cheryl? 2 Tulips, yay. Who doesn't know Jerry O'Brien, right? Fixture in the community. And then Terry from Ruby of Flowers. All really wonderful people, and they have a great, they give us back a lot by having their businesses in our community. So without unique small businesses, it wouldn't be as much fun to live here. It wouldn't make other people want to come and live in this community. Having unique small businesses is part of what keeps our housing prices up a little higher, because people want to live where they can see and do unique and fun things. This also is something that makes it more fun for our kids to come home and visit. So how would it be for your kids if they came home and they couldn't go to Arnie's and they couldn't go to Bruno's and there wouldn't be a XXX or a Harry's? Maybe they wouldn't come home quite as often. So buying from a small business helps our communities. It helps us find fun places to work as well. Small business owners are very good employers. They give us part-time jobs that are fun to work, maybe when our kids go back to school or our kids leave home, or maybe when we retire, we want to do something instead of just staying at home. They help our kids get jobs and get their first job experience, which will help them in the future get more jobs. Small business owners care about their employees, and they're probably not going to make you work on Thanksgiving. So what would our life be like if our town had the same chain stores that every other town had, and that's all we had to choose from? If we don't put more of our money, at least try to make a conscious effort to spend a little bit more of your money in a local business, we can keep them around. They're not going to go out of business. I'm not asking you to spend your money all the time in small businesses, but just try to make a conscious effort whenever you decide that you need to purchase something. Maybe there's a store, locally owned store in town where you could find that merchandise. These are the stores that came before. Maybe a lot of you recognize these names. Loeb's was a department store downtown. The Flour Mill was a wonderful shop. I'm sure if you ever shop there, you miss it this time of year because they had fantastic Christmas decorations to purchase. So all of these stores have gone out of business in our community. If they were still around, we wouldn't hear people say there's no place to shop in this town. I think that it's really important for all of us to think about shopping local. It's good for us, it's more fun, it's good for the businesses that we have that are locally owned. It's good for our community, it makes it a much better place for us to live. And I think also when you visit other communities, it's important for you to support their local businesses as well. So spread the love of shopping local whenever and wherever you can. Thanks.